Because we
Yeah,
don't know how long we're going to be down there.
I've got rations, rope, a tinderbox, torch, a water skin, and a mess kit to cook with.
Okay. Are you proficient in cooking?
I am not. I
Okay.
am proficient in brewing supplies. I could
Uh,
make you a bean cup of coffee,
yeah.
but I am proficient in an herbalism kit.
So a very spicy cup of coffee.
All right.
Hmm.
So, if you need supplies, it's easy enough to get them.
I'm going to buy how much? So the cost is 5 gold pieces per 1 day worth of rations. I have 10 rations on me right now. So I think I'm good. I don't think I'm gonna need any more. If we're down there for more than 10 days, you're a druid. You can also make food.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna be set.
All right.
I'm going to take a long rest after I'm done doing this and prepare my spells for in my spell book for an expedition.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Um. Yes. I think I'm going. Well, it's a ritual, so I don't need to worry about that. Ooh. Hmm. Hmm.
While you do that,
Yeah.
Snap, as
Yeah.
you're gathering your supplies and tending to the shop, maybe 2 or 3 more people come in. But eventually, where is it? Not. Oh, I'm sorry. Where is it? Oh, that's director. Never mind. Um, a dwarven woman enters. Long red hair tied into a ponytail, wearing fine robes, carrying a small satchel at her side. And she comes in with this odd looking lily like plant.
I immediately fixate on the plant.
She kind of sees you and approaches and says, are you the caretaker of the shop?"
Why, yes, I am.
She goes, "I was given this," and she kind of holds out the lily and, you know, gestures for you to take it.
I place it down on the counter and just start. I look closely at the leaves and petals of the plant.
All right. She goes, "I was gifted this by an admirer. I'm not quite sure what it is, but it at night it gives off a very strong, pungent odor that I don't think I'm going to be keeping it."
Hmm. Could I roll an insight to see if I recognize this plant?
Or
Um,
nature.
I was gonna say, yeah, it'd be more a nature
Right.
check.
Nature. Yeah, that's what I'm. That
You can tell if the plant is lying.
would.
Oh, it's
Hmm.
not plastic. It's real. It's.
Haven't quite heard of a plant like that before. That you say it only releases a scent at night?
Yes, it unfurls and releases a very pungent odor.
I
Hmm.
sniff at the petals. Do I like smell anything while it's still closed?
You do not, oddly enough.
Strange. I'll have to get my books out for this one.
What did you get on the nature check?
11.
11. Okay, yeah, you're familiar with plants, but this one, oddly enough, is new to you. Something you're not familiar with.
Not many plants that bloom at night, though. Especially flowery ones like this.
Hmm.
And she goes, "Well, if I'll leave this in your care, I have business to attend to.
Oh,
My name is Justice Gurn. If you need me, I'm at the bank most days."
alright. Before you leave, did you notice anything odd once the flower bloomed? Like, did you feel strange in any way?
She goes, "No. just the smell. It's quite overpowering.
Then
But
it may not be poison. Then good news, you may not be poisoned, or it may not be some sort of infatuation curse.
she goes, well, I'd like to know more about it either way. But if you find anything out, just find me at the bank. And she turns to leave. And at this point, you see, two gentlemen had entered with her. They're heavily armed, and as she walks by, they turn and flank her and exit the establishment.
She did
Personal
say she was connected
bodyguard.
to the bank.
Yeah.
All right, so Kona, you're buying supplies.
I don't think so. I think I have everything I might need.
All right, perfect.
Yeah. I was going to use my. No, I have every spell that I think I might be needing for an expedition. So.
All right.
Yeah.
So, I'll say to speed things up, the hours pass and it eventually hits noon. You've never been to Old Lady Gretchen's home, but you know where it is. Everyone knows where she lives. She's the sweet old lady who bakes cookies and pies. Everyone knows where she lives.
Don't eat
There's a
them.
mysterious screaming from the attic.
Yeah.
So, you're both going, correct?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. You both arrive a little by noon, and you see her on her front porch of a 2-story building, sitting there with a book in her lap, asleep, rocking back and forth.
Gretchen, hello?
She
Gretchen.
startles awake and she goes, oh. She goes, you're early.
Well, we wanted to get ahead of this.
She goes, very well. She goes, just follow me. And she hops down from her little swing and shuffles into the interior. And when you enter, the house, it's old. She's lived here for quite some time. There's doilies on the on the table. The couch and the chairs are covered in pillows and blankets. And she leads you to the basement door, and it's off its hinges, just kind of sitting there.
Did something come through?
She goes, oh, no, I felt the door was a little restricting.
Interesting. Can I do an insight check of
Make
Gretchen?
the insight check.
9.
9. She seems to be on the up and up.
I'm going to telekinetically communicate with Tail.
Telepathically?
Yeah.
Okay.
Telekinetically, yeah.
We're just gonna
yeah.
You're gonna grab him. No, but what are you saying?
Tail has, being that they're a sprite, they have an ability called, well, never mind. They have to touch them, so never mind.
All right. Tail just kind of sits on your shoulders, as she leads you down the stairs. The basement is immediately cooler than the upstairs. And it's not like a breeze, but there is airflow. And it seems to be flowing out of the giant gaping hole that you immediately spot. The basement itself is sparse. There's some old furniture, some looks like crates of food and barrels of water. But she looks like she moved everything around away to get to the wall. And you see the wall has been taken down. There's a couple sledgehammers and pickaxes just sitting. Gretchen kind of shuffles over and picks up some of the debris and moves it out of the path. And she goes, well, here it is.
Interesting.
She goes,
All right.
Nice hole there.
She goes, I'm a little old lady. I dare not go in by myself, but I've heard you two are fairly competent adventurers.
We are quite competent. We are well known as some of the best adventurers in town.
She goes, well, she gestures, have at it. And she starts shuffling her way back upstairs.
All right, brother. We need to assess the situation. I'll start doing an investigation check.
Make an investigation check. What are you looking for specifically?
I want to make sure that what she was saying was truthful, that this was definitely unearthed on her end and not like something breaching and coming out.
Okay, make your insight check or investigation.
I got a 17.
Investigation. All right. So immediately, you see the rocks fell inward. They were broken from the basement into passage.
Okay.
So nothing. It's not like something came through. It's like she literally broke down the wall and just kind of left it there.
Interesting. Any architectural stuff around the make of the tunnel, or is it like a natural tunnel?
It is a man-made tunnel, but it's like half and half. Like as
so
you
I have
yes.
So I have a feature from my archaeologist thing called historical knowledge. When I enter a ruin or a dungeon, I can correctly ascertain the original purpose or determine its builders of the race who has like created. I can also determine. Yeah. So can I? Do I recognize who built it?
You just know there's no roll.
Yeah, it says when you enter a ruin or dungeon, you can correctly ascertain its original purpose and determine its builders.
Oddly enough, this passageway bears resemblance to the celestial plane.
Interesting.
It's like I said, it's half and half natural, half carved. The entrance is natural. It's a natural tunnel. But maybe 10 or 15 feet into the tunnel itself, it begins to go into this architectural, celestial type manufacturing.
And the stone was written in primordial?
Stone was written in primordial.
That's odd.
Which, as you look into the tunnel, you do see the small pedestal that she said she had found the stone on. It's maybe 5 feet into the tunnel, raised above maybe 2 or 3 feet, and just this oddly carved diocese.
Interesting. Brother, are you ready to delve deep into this possible prison?
Snap is looking at a fungus. What?
There's a fair bit of fungus and mold growing in the basement. It seems that maybe some of her food stores have been leaking.
We're going in, right, dude?
Oh yeah, sorry. There was a fungus.
Well, okay.
A fungus.
All right. I'm going to cast light on or dancing lights on my wand.
All right, the tunnel illuminates, and you can see it just stretches maybe 50 or 60 feet into darkness.
Interesting. Yeah, let's keep going.
All right, as you both begin to enter the tunnel, it is a lot cooler. Oh, sorry. And it has a slight downward slope, and then maybe 50 or 60 feet past the darkness, your lights illuminate. You see it turns into a staircase going maybe at a 90-degree angle straight down.
A 90-degree angle straight down.
Yes. Not like it's 90 degrees down. It's not like straight. It's not like a vertical drop.
Oh, okay.
My apologies. It's just a 90-degree. The stairs are 90 degrees, and they just go down.